Dragon's Dogma 2. It's a game that's evil. It's an evil game. It's not fair. Now recently this game has gotten a lot of mixed reviews. Let's read some of them, shall we? I was putting together a compatible guide for playing the game under Linux. This is some nerd shit. I don't even know what that fucking means. Character stuck in the floor. Game crashing, loading, in, the amount of stutters, blah, 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 blah. This game has its issues. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? I've sunk around 10 hours into the game. And so far, it's not that bad. I'm going to be honest with you. Ooh. Yeah, that was pretty cool. But I want to go over all the pros and cons that the game has. Let's start with the cons. Now, the obvious ones are the frame drop and the overall poor optimization the game has. I mean, sitting in the town is a fucking nightmare. Look at this, bro. No, seriously, look at this. Look at this, bro. Look at this. Put it blunt, this game runs like shit sometimes. Another big problem the game has is just the sheer amount of enemies. The first game had a problem with too much open space with nothing really to fill it in, but in Dragon's Dogma 2, yeah, good luck trying to walk 2 feet without fighting 15 more goblins. Oh, also, did I mention? You can't make multiple in-game saves. This was a thing in the first game, but 12 years and still can't make multiple saves is crazy. Also, I forgot to mention, once you make a game, you are in that bitch. So let's say you accidentally make the wrong character. Well, in order to change your character, you have to go all the way to Vernworth. And you have to talk to this motherfucker and buy this book. But that is the only way to change your character. I don't know who in their right mind thought that was a great idea. At least in the first game, when you start a new game, it would just delete your entire last save and your entire last character. But in this case, you can't at all. Okay, as we're recording this, it's March 26th, and I made that little segment of the video before this part, and today they released this little note, adding the option to start a new game, and this stuff. So hopefully when this video comes out, all of that's already added into the game. Yeah, just wanted to throw that in there. Now, to top it all off, I'm just going to rapid fire some small problems I personally have with the game, starting with the bugs. The bugs, while funny, are annoying when you're trying to fight a minotaur and your pawns get stuck in a fucking tree. Secondly, the amount pawns and NPCs talk. They talk so damn much.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Shut the fuck up. Seriously, you can't even walk down a road without some homeless man trying to sell you his services. But there is a solution. Also, you can't have sex with the pawns, and you can't have sex with the goblins. Now that we've got most of the bad out of the way, let's talk about the good. How about we start with the fucking music, baby? Let's go! This combined with combat makes for some of the most exciting encounters I've seen. But seriously, let's talk about the combat. The combat is a massive improvement from the first game. For a good chunk of the game, I played as warrior, and I gotta say, compared to the first game, let's just say it's a lot better. But seeing that there are new vocations, I decided to pick up Mystic Spearhand, and let me tell you, this is the coolest fucking vocation in the game. The combat is a lot more intricate in this game. Not only that, but the new crit mechanic is so much better. In Dogma 1, it was more like a button mash on stabbing the same part over and over again. In Dogma 2, you can knock out, stun, or stagger enemies, leaving them vulnerable to massive damage. When playing the game, you'll notice these campfires that are spread around the map. Resting at them grants you the ability to pass time, change skills, heal up, as well as cook food, which gives you and your pawns massive buffs, depending on the type of food you make, for an entire day. This is really nice, as now you don't have to go all the way back to a town to rest like you did in the first game, and instead, you can just chill out by a fire. A big thing is obviously the world. This time around in Dragon's Dogma 2, the world is a lot more filled, with way more points of interest, making exploring really enjoyable. Honestly, just walking around the world was fun. Not to mention the map is really, really big, leaving way more room for exploration. But overall, the game is actually pretty fun, and there are a lot of improvements from the first game. And although it has its issues, I don't doubt these get fixed in the future. Just give it some time. I personally am really loving the game so far. It's fun to just pick up a big ass sword and hit shit. But is it worth the $70? Well, ultimately, that's your decision to make. But to sum it all up, 6.5 out of 10. Let me have sex with goblins.